Day 2 in Hong Kong, big day ahead. First thing today is I'm going to Art Basel with AP to check out some art and some watches. Later on, we're going to go check out the supercar scene in Hong Kong, and then after that, we're finishing off with a party. Lots of watches, lots of cars, lots of art. Let's hit it.
If I would take off the hands and plus the dial, that's the movement you get, okay? And here is a movement 10 times bigger, so we can actually see all of the gears and the lever working together to make sure to indicate the right dates. Imagine all of this spring that you have here, they're all touching apart, okay?
Yes.
And for the friction to be the best way possible, it needs to be polished. Okay. So we have to polish this all by hand, and we're gonna use this very small vise to hold the spring and just touch the top of it to make sure that it's completely polished.
Wow. When you have a watch back for a service, what kind of process
what we
does
do,
it go through?
So we disassemble the watch completely,
Wow.
as well as the case. And you have to know that on a mechanical watch, it's just like a motor car, like the motor needs oil, and this is something that we like to say. Cars, we say when you drive, you have to do it every year, a service.
Yes.
The watch is more like 5 to 7 years.
Okay.
But yeah, the process, so we disassemble the watch case completely, the movement too. Okay. We're gonna clean it at least 2 times to make sure that all the old oil is gone.
Cool.
And then we're gonna reassemble it with all the oilings.
Nice.
And make sure that everything is set up correctly. And of course, for a watch like this, requires quite
sure.
more time
Yeah.
because of the complexity of the movement. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, as mentioned earlier, I got a bit of a hectic day, so I haven't got too long to spend at Art Basel, but it's been fantastic. The best bit for me has been speaking with the incredibly knowledgeable dude from Audemars Piguet. It's not every day you get to see inside such a fantastic watch, and just like being at a car factory, it gives you such a great understanding and appreciation for just the amount of engineering and skill that goes into making these wonderful things. Anyway, speaking of cars, I've now got to run over to the other side of Hong Kong Island to pick up on some supercar culture.
Aside from my soul,
What is up? I conveniently find myself in another 675 LT with Bobby.
Hi guys.
So we've met like 2 hours ago.
Yes, we did.
We reached out on Instagram to Supercars of Hong Kong.
Right.
And the community here is amazing. Everyone reached out. I'm already finding myself in a passenger in a supercar here. And we're now going to join up with some guys that we've just had dinner with.
Yep.
For a nice cruise around town, and these guys are going to show me what supercar culture and lifestyle is all about in this awesome city. So good!
Woo. It's actually my first time redlining this car.
So Bobby has only had this car very recently. Oh, it's so good! And he's just run it in. He's just done his 600 miles. And it's the first time he's experiencing that whip crack that I always talk about.
Great timing, James.
Oh my god, it's so good! Wow! This is the moment!
Amazing.
Dude, this is what supercars are all about.
once again.
by the way, I mean, as much as we are like McLaren fanboys right now, did you hear that Speciale? So cool. The Novitec Speciale. The R8 also has an exhaust, right?
Yes. The R8 has the 2B.
So R8's running Tubi, we got Speciale with Novitec. So we are in the Spider, so my hair has exploded. But it doesn't matter. This is such a great night.
Luckily, I lost all my hair when I studied in the UK.
It's the perfect car for you,
Exactly.
man. Do you know what I love? I mean, I've been very fortunate lately that I've got to spend some time with other LT owners. And it's really great being able to share the experiences of LT owners with these guys, because a lot of people think I'm exaggerating when I see this car.
No, he's not.
I'm not, right? It is it's just incredible. What I love is, even though I'm a very fortunate position that I get to drive one of these cars often, every time I get in one, I'm still shocked. I'm still surprised at the impact that it has on me.
Yeah.
And I would say maybe even more so when you're a passenger, because you're not as braced for the acceleration.
Yeah. And you don't have to concentrate on driving.
Exactly, I can just enjoy it. Oh man, Hong Kong. Hong Kong nightlife is so cool.
I've got a story. Yeah. I've got a story. I've got a story.
All right, special request just for everybody interested in this. Rev time. Dude, that is ridiculous.
I never hear it in person.
It sounds so good.
I've got a story.
I mean, what a fantastic experience. My first time in Hong Kong. Just reached out. I just put some messages on Instagram. The community out here is so passionate, and here I am. I'm 2 days in town, immersing myself in the car culture here. Everyone is so friendly, so passionate. Earlier on, these guys took me for an amazing Chinese meal, and I felt like we've been friends for years. Just car people have their own language and we all just click, and it's just such a fantastic example that no matter where you go in the world, if you're a petrol head, you're both speaking the same language. And it's just been a fantastic night. I've got to say a massive thank you to Bobby for letting me jump into his beautiful new 675 LT Spider. Following that, oh, everyone's starting up again. Following that Novitec Speciale earlier, well, it makes me want another one. It's so beautiful. But how cool is this? Look, everyone's just lining up here. Beautiful peak views with this stunning scenery over there. Now, unfortunately, they do turn the neon lights off in town at 11 o'clock in Hong Kong. So I've managed to capture some photos of it, and I showed you some views earlier. But up here is just the most stunning scenery. Also, got to say a massive thank you to Supercars of Hong Kong. If you haven't followed those guys already, go to their Instagram, give them a big follow, because they've organized all of this, especially for me tonight. So I've got to say a massive thank you to those guys. And I think the only thing left to do now is wind our way back down in this awesome lineup of cars. Okay, jet lag kicking in hard. However, video's about to drop live of today, which has taken some planning because the timing is all out. So I think it's about to drop at like 10:30 UK time, in which case you'll have already seen it. But tonight's cool because I'm out here for the main event. So if you watched yesterday's video, you'll know that I was out here with Audemars Piguet, and tonight is the AP party. Let's hit it. Typically running late, but despite the fact that I'm possibly in the most digital sphere going, taking the business cards tonight. By the way, what do you think of the business cards? The light in here is terrible, but these are actually like iridescently ultraviolet mega pop. Reason being, they're like on-brand colors, sure, but when you go to events like this, there's always loads of people and everyone's handing out business cards and stuff. And normally they just blend in. This bad boy guarantees to stand out. So yeah, taking a big watch of those, you never know. Also, Audemars Piguet chocolates too. Save those for later. Gotta go. I've got 3 more days in town.
Okay.
Where do you recommend?
Langquay Farm?
Langquay Farm?
You know Langquay Farm?
Nope.